Or did you just love me back? I'm on this van gone to Baltimore. I'll add it to a stack of places I go to crouch and seek some shelter from your name. Long distance just to hear your voice on a machine. You lucky dog, yeah, you won the roll. Your mind, it won't lose grip on mine. Your grasp, it won't uncurl. You lucky dog, yeah, you won the roll. Your mind, it won't lose grip on mine. Your grasp, it won't uncurl. The Bronx is a menace by a man, 500,000 feet tall. I love the beige of your skin, like a hospital wall. One word runs round your head. What small moon encircles you as you lay in bed? You lucky dog, yeah, you won the roll. Your mind, it won't lose grip on mine. Your grasp, it won't uncurl. You lucky dog, yeah, you won the roll. Your mind, it won't lose grip on mine. Your grasp, it won't uncurl. Your grasp, it won't uncurl. Your grasp, it won't uncurl. My name is Gravity Groove. Welcome to Not Safe for Work Runeterra. It has been 10 days since my surgery, my septoplasty and turbinate reduction and stint and all of that fun stuff. And 3 days ago, they took the stints out of my nose, which, if you're at all familiar with Total Recall, where Arnold Schwarzenegger rips a bloody, horrible thing out of his face, is a lot like that. They put a long forceps into your nose and lean you back and slowly yank a fucking bioorganic thing out of your face while you're conscious, and then they do it again. So that was what I experienced 3 days ago. I still can't fully sing. This sort of surgery usually takes 4 to 6 weeks to heal from, and I can't really put a lot of pressure through the mask, which is how you hit big notes. You've heard me sing some really challenging things on this show, and I don't know when I'm going to get back to that, but it's definitely going to be a while. My cat is very, very needy and flailing around on my lap right now, and it's making it a little difficult to try to do my gig here. But we're trying to soldier on at like 50% here because I feel like I can talk, and my pain is relatively well managed. So we're gonna give it a shot. I haven't seen or heard from y'all in a while, and the meta has become all Lee Sin. So I did a little research, and BBG said there are 3 good decks that he recommends. He said the Fiora Shen deck, which we have the cards for. He said the Twisted Fate and Swain deck, which I disagree with very much because I've tried to play it a bunch in Diamond and primarily just getting killed by burn. Like, the deck has a very slow burn plan and cannot weather the storm of burn decks. They're too powerful. Particularly the Bilgewater based one with Misfortune that curves out on 3 with a bunch of 1-drops and then just finishes you with Decimates. There's no way for Swain to beat that deck. As well as the Nocturne version that basically just uses Stalking Shadows and Fading Memories to like repeatedly create a 1-mana Decimate by making the 4/1 Fearsome guy over and over and over again. It's a 1-mana Decimate. They just throw 83 of them at you in a turn and you die. There's no manageable way to deal with that sort of aggression with a deck with no healing and a deck with basically only your Make It Rains to deal with that particular threat. Sushi, you know, you are... So those are the decks he recommends. Also Lee Sin and Zed. We have the cards for that, but I don't enjoy that play style. I feel like Lee is extremely broken, like, you know, most other people with rational thinky parts. I fundamentally don't enjoy engaging with broken formats or broken cards. If you followed this channel for any length of time, you know that we played Magic a lot on this channel, and when we did, we tried to play decks that were not the meta decks. We tried to play decks that were not abusing the companion mechanic, and we got to Mythic our own way. We tried to find decks that can beat those broken decks. So today we are trying to engage with that problem once again, although probably failing, with Zombie Ashe. So the hope here is that with Flash Freeze and Brittle Steel and Harsh Winds and 3 Ashes that can be got through Babbling Bjerg or naturally, so we have multiple Flash Freezes in effect, as well as Iceveil Archer. We're trying to hold down the board and protect ourselves from the early Zed and Lee Sin aggression, and take some control back with our Rimefang Wolf. We have a little bit of burn control here with our 3 of Kindly Tavern, and we have some Vile Feasts as well, and some early speed bumps. Once we get into the end game, we're hoping that we've recurred Ashe a couple times, or at least an Ashe and a Bjerg, or an Ashe and a Rekindler. And importantly, Bjerg is when summoned. So if Bjerg comes back from Harrowing, Bjerg draws us a fresh Ashe if there's one in the deck still, which is pretty cool. Once we get to the Haymaker point, we cast Harrowing, we make 1 to 3 Ashes, and we swing and freeze our opponent's board, and they die. Sush, I'm going to have to move you, because I cannot continue to play while you are kneading razor sharp claws into my abdomen. Okay. There you go. All right. So that's the hope, that's the goal. I feel like the curve is pretty reasonable. There's some consideration for if Rime Tusk fits in here somewhere, being that the Lee Sin deck doesn't have an easy way to remove it if, you know, Lee Sin is their primary creature, because you're freezing their largest thing, and it makes challenging a little more difficult for them. It's also 3 toughness, so their champion spell only gives them 2 power, which kind of gets it out of the range of sort of cheating up your power enough to kill it. But I honestly don't know where this would fit in to this particular shell. So, I mean, you could cut the 2 Harsh Winds for 2 Rime Tusk Shamans, but I'm not sure if that's correct either. So we're just going to try it as it is for now, see if we can make progress, and expect that we can't. Nothing is owed. Everything is earned. That's just how that goes. All right. Here we go. So this is probably an unfavored matchup because we can't kill Leviathan. We don't have a lot of removal tools. There was Ruination in the original build of this, but as the Lee Sin Zed decks took over, Ruination seemed far too slow to be considerable. This deck can be really, really fast. So I think these are probably fine. This is a really good pickup. Double Thresh is definitely pretty bad. Thresh is the one card in here I just don't know if it adds anything to the strategy. Like maybe you cut Thresh for the Rhyme Tusk.
Safeguard our homes.
It just doesn't add a heck of a lot. 5 mana feels really expensive for being able to kill fairly mediocre targets. Okay.
If they're out there, I'll spot them.
Make it rain, Daddy.
Alert the village! Light the signal fires!
No, Ashe. Oh, we've got no playable cards. Cool, cool.
I'm always up for a round or two. Blue as the serpentine.
Guess we play this just to not be behind.
Warm hearts and hot soup.
Ah, it's his turn. Sure, sure. Okay.
What shall inflict?
Gotta go with the flow.
So we could nuke Zap with the box. Oh no, we can't. We're tapped too low for that.
Through the coral.
So we're going to try to chew on this, but I do think we should get the Ashe out
I
first.
will unite the Freljord. Show me a target.
That's pretty unfortunate. Aggressively punished for developing. We might end up having to vengeance this, especially if he salvages here. Wow, just all the answers, huh? Yeah, well, we do want these to die. Our opponent having literal everything doesn't feel particularly good. Are we vengeancing the Twisted Fate? Or are we rekindling Ashe? You could easily have a salvage here, which would guarantee it levels. But we could have a really good attack here. We could still kill it with Thresh even after it levels. Huh.
One candle for every soul.
Sure.
Who's gonna close up?
Salvage. Oh, okay. Man, if we find Harrowing,
Continue without
if we find Harrowing, he's so fucked. That was a really big get for us.
A conquest for Empire!
It was right on my tail.
Let's do this.
Just getting fucking brick walled all day long.
There'll be blood in the water.
We really need to find a harrowing for this to be salvaged. He's drawn 2 of his 8 drops. We haven't drawn any of our finishers, and he's killed Ashe 834 times.
On one arrow.
Unfortunately, because he has stunners in his deck to punish our development, we just have to open attack. We don't have any good choices here.
All hands on deck.
We're probably Vile Feasting the Barrel.
Leave your bags in the door.
Deal me in.
Yep.
I'm a people person.
Victory awaits. Born a patrician.
Still just looking for our harrowing. I don't think there's any Ashes left in the deck to fetch. This could be a good argument for cutting one of the Threshes into a Sejuani. Sejuani also acts as another removal spell.
Winter take you.
Wow. I don't entirely know why they surrendered there.
Now begins a new era of peace.
That was actually a really tough matchup. We didn't get our finisher. Let's try a Sejuani over a Thresh. Now, the weakness of this is once in a while we're going to pull Sejuani instead of Ashe with Babbling Beard, but I'd like to test that out. Of course, this deck is in a weird spot against Lee Sin because the freeze is good, but harrowing might get denied. The thing about deny is some lists aren't running deny right now because they're relying on Bastion to protect Lee Sin, and some lists are only running, if they are running deny, they're running 1 or 2. So I don't think it's as damning as it may have been before. This is going to be a weird matchup, huh? They have the potential to go very, very big because of Hearthguard. which is pretty scary. That's a pretty good pickup.
Nothing escapes my watch.
I think we're not favored in this matchup because Hearthguard is going to make them size up too much for us to stop. Once they're Yetis or 6/6s and stuff, like all we can do is stall until harrowing.
Took the bait. Hot on the trail.
No respect for brittle steel.
All the world on one arrow.
A true Freljordian welcome.
Yep.
Victory requires a sharp blade.
So we might just be harsh winding here.
The stories were true.
Faster than
Jesus
my
fucking
arrow?
Christ.
I think not.
Like, it's just not even fair.
A chill in the air.
They're too much bigger than us. Like, it's just not a winnable matchup.
If it's a fight they want,
Just comically bigger than us.
Remember me.
It's gonna be this deck is going to be worse into a proper control matchup, but just really, really hard to beat for us.
As the arrow
I think I want to
flies.
avoid getting archered again. Actually, we could summon that, and then we'd still have mana for Harsh Winds, huh?
We fight for one Freljord.
We're assuming he has some kind of trick here.
stay back.
I don't know if this gets us back into it or not. Definitely makes any assessor he has in hand a lot worse. Wow. Alright. Why is everyone surrendering? I don't think we're like commandingly winning. I don't know. What's going on? I think I prefer having 3 5s. Even if Thresh isn't the best card, curve considerations are a thing here. Oh, hey. It's the Menace. So, we want to be able to survive a turn 3 Zed. So we're keeping Brittle Steel. We might want to keep Vengeance because it does kill Lee Sin through just about anything. We're hoping we picked up one of our 2-drops, but we've got a couple more turns to potentially do that. And we can always throw a spider. There we go.
Nothing escapes my watch.
All you can realistically do with Zed is fucking chump him, so this also gives us the very slight chance to Brittle Steel and block, although chances are that won't work. Can't worry about Mountain Goat too much.
Do not fear the shrouded
There's Zed.
Ready the torches.
It's a really, really good opener from the opponent. If they put us in a position where we had to give them value.
Up there in the mountains!
Here comes our Bay. Probably going to get meteored because this 2-for-1 looks juicy. Juicy.
Bask in her radiant
Juicy's not a word I like to use. Ever. He could pale, but that wouldn't save this.
You gotta believe me! They'll come for you!
So we have Rekindler and Ashe, so we do want them to kill Ashe. We don't have our heroine yet, though.
In the darkness.
So second Zed in 9 cards is pretty annoying. We could Hearthguard and then Harsh Winds. We can't really commit to Vengeance at the moment because they're representing Bastion.
You can see the Demacian border from here.
My spirit shines.
Look out for Reavers. Ready the torches.
Oh, we could still Bastion to keep this alive, but at least... well, no, we can't even Vile Feast it because it'll be Bastioned. Sure. That sucks.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
Everything sucks. I think that may have been too many Zeds for us to be able to reasonably deal with. No idea what he's looking for here.
Oh yeah. that's
Probably
a
the
pretty
stun.
sparkle flag. Show me a
I assume
target.
he's looking for the stun.
interesting.
Could be Pale Cascade here. That's fine. Yep. Actually pretty good for us. Do we want to play this afterwards, or do we want to draw the extra cards? I think we just want it to trade.
Continue without
So we can be Kindler next turn. And we're going to have 7 plus 2. So maybe we can't rekindler next turn.
They're out there.
Yeah, I don't think we can rekindler next turn. I think we're on flash freeze. That's all we got. Have to continue to play around Bastion. So 3 times he'll have attacked with Zed. Twice we'll have done something to try to mitigate it. But he had ways through all of our tricks. Okay, so now we have to try to vengeance this, and if he has Bastion, it's just game over. Yeah, we played the best game we could, folks. The broken deck is broken. No surprises here. No surprises here. So that's the deck that is described as Tier 0. Just oppressively better than every other deck in the game. I haven't run into it as much on the low tiers of Diamond. But I imagine every time I get to like 3 or 2, it's going to be all that I see. Which is a good reason to not play this game for a couple weeks. I'm really thinking of buying Hades. If anyone's familiar with that, apparently it's got really good ratings and it's a roguelite, which I love games like that. Sure, let's try to be a spider. Worst case scenario is powder keg into Make It Rain. Just gonna chew a spider. I'm numb. Really could use to find our Ashe or our Thresh here.
Played one.
I'm going to try to get some value out of this play. Oh. It just changes targets? That is unfortunate.
Dead in their tracks. What will you have?
Didn't realize it just changes targets if you try to intercept that particular ability. Really? Just going straight for it, are we? Okay, I guess we're gonna have to Rhyme Fang and try to take this Twisted Fate out.
If they're out there, I'll spot them.
Unless we get a Thresh. Thresh. Ashe. I still think we need to go after the Twisted Fate because of that draw 3. Fuck. Well, if he gets this online, we're just fucked. Okay. I guess we don't get to take a turn. That was frustrating.
This one's on the house.
Setting us up for the big all-encompassing Make It Rain.
Gotta go with the flow.
Fuck. The last card to salvage, we are probably gonna lose. Tried everything we could, man.
You'll fight or you'll scream.
Okay. So we might be able to get it. Sure. Ribbit.
A true Freljordian welcome.
So we're just going straight into open attack here, even though Ashe would be ideal. I need to try to get rid of this. Crisis temporarily averted.
Master your demons.
All the world on one arrow.
They should thank you. Please, for Noxus. Empire above
Okay,
all.
other tab is here. Okay, what do you want? Why must we have these conversations whenever I'm recording?
Ancient things trapped in the ice.
Okay. Alright. So now we can bring back Thresh with Rekindler, which is fine.
Like a fish in water.
You're always more interested in bringing back Ashe, but I'll take it. It's like we're taking 4 here no matter what. We do get to chew on one of these next turn. Okay.
Their time has come.
We'll stun Ashe.
Save the homestead.
Through the coral.
Fervor. Okay. right?
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
This is not really working out ideally, you know? Virtually guarantees he's going to have a Riptide Rex or Leviathan next turn.
Swiftly now.
I think we just
In Avarosa's name.
full ham here. We want some of this stuff to die if at all possible.
Why are you here?
Well, at least we got Thresh leveled. If he does have Riptide Rex, which actually would be super great, we can then just drop Harrowing and probably win.
After the battle for ruins. Destination in sight.
There's Leviathan.
Bring these lands to them.
Questions. Do we rekindle her here? I think we rekindle her because then we can Vile and it'll push off. Really hoping you Riptide Rex there.
We each died, then found home.
Also fully stunning our board, so I don't know if anything we do matters. Unless we're like top decking Vengeance, we're probably just dead to the combo.
I will break them.
Unify the tribes.
Does he think I'm dead? Am I dead? Am I missing something?
Positions!
Stuns the 3 strongest units.
Join the conflagration. Ready the torches. Light the signal fires.
Interesting, but not going to save us.
Darken the sky. Bleed for nothing.
If we Harrowing, it what gets us to? I mean, we have no other play, right? It's just Harrowing.
Deal me in.
Scheme.
A lost battle, not a lost war.
So we beat Swain once. We lost to Swain once. We're right back where we started. So play one more so we can definitely start end the stream negative, because you know it's kind of what we do here. And it's Lee Sin again. Hooray!
Nothing escapes my watch. Safeguard our homes.
Extend your senses. Winter take you.
Isn't it great that a 6-drop comes out on turn 4 now? Isn't that great? Super balanced. Super insanely perfectly balanced. If he attacks with that, we block here because he's almost certainly going to pale. Should play around pale whenever you can.
They're out there. I'll spot them. What delightful agony we shall inflict. Any last words? I owe you.
I will not hold back.
If he wants to double spell, we'll probably just eat this.
Conflict is all in the mind.
Save the homestead.
I will not hold back.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty sparkle fly.
Knocked and ready.
Sure.
I'll see this through. Strike firm. Center your spear.
Ooh, that's new.
Look out for reavers. No one escapes.
Actually pretty ideal for us in terms of clearing the board for future harrowing. Problem being we haven't really drawn anything of any significance yet. This is also a ton of deaths, so it might just level up Thresh. Again, we're putting the 3 here to play around another pale. And he recognizes that.
I will not hold back.
Alert the village.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Ancient things trapped in the ice.
It's definitely crushing our tempo.
faster than my arrow? I think not.
So that'll freeze this. We can freeze the goat.
Avarosans, stand together!
So we've lost one Thresh, we've lost no Ashes, we've lost a bunch of 2/1s and 3/1s. I mean, they have the card drawing ones, but that's not generally what you want harrowing for. Oh no, we didn't even lose Thresh, he just bounced him.
We'll bring peace to Ionia, whatever the cost.
Yeah, that's bad. It's gonna let him start to reload. I think ultimately this deck probably needs 3 Vengeances in it. Maybe we cut a Harsh Winds, as crazy as that sounds. Sure.
I'll see this through.
We have 11. Casting Thresh takes us below Vengeance mana. I think that's fine though, because we're almost guaranteed we're just flash freezing here. It's almost certain he's going to go for the level up here though. Let's leave the option opened.
Teeth big as tombstones. My lands need me. Prepare yourself.
So he's leaving Bastion up here, right? But because we're burst, it doesn't matter.
The time is right. Strike now! My aim is true!
Now he has the barrier. Next turn we'll drop Thresh, see if we can take out the Karma.
Conflict is all in the mind.
We could burn the barrier and this. This seems worth it. Oh no, we're just burning the Bastion, huh? Huh. Yeah, I guess it's not worth it. That's what we were afraid of, folks. That's what we were afraid of. So now we lose any agency we have to potentially intercept this. I think we're just going to go ham here, and if he has protection, we can concede and move on with our lives. Yep. So that is the meta as of currently. It's Lee Sin decks that you can't beat because they're completely broken, and you might as well be playing with like 10 cards when you're in these matchups. Like you just realistically can't win. They don't have bad matchups against anything in the entire meta. Even a deck that's basically designed to beat them can't even remotely beat them. So I just say don't play Runeterra for a couple weeks. Go do something else. Do something more productive, like, you know, fucking lawn work or your laundry. And maybe Riot will fix this and, you know, pull their heads out of their assholes. But until then, I've been Gravity Groove for Not Safe for Work Runeterra. I'm trying to recover. Hopefully the game will recover with me. Thanks so much for hanging out, and it's great to hear from you. So I'd love to see some comments about how you feel about this meta down below. If you think it also sucks, please let me know, and please let Riot know. This fucking sucks. I'll see you next time.